Hey everybody, JB back with you once again, and welcome to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. We are back at the Inner Temple on the other side of the Eagle Mountain Bridge, now that it's been fixed, and lo and behold, we have not found Maya here at all. In fact, instead we have found this bizarre lock here that looks awfully suspicious to a Psyche lock, as well as this gravy-stained scroll with Misty Phase image on it, which is rather weird. And we also found Godot over here, and, well, Godot continues to be a bit of an enigma. We don't really know what his motivations are, other than he seems to really hate our guts. And some of the things he said last time might be a hint toward why he doesn't like us. Specifically that we were around when Mia got killed, and it seems like he doesn't like the fact that she died without him around, and that we failed to protect her. I don't know. I get why he would be really mad that she died, but come on, don't take it out on Phoenix. He wasn't even there. At any rate, I don't think there's really anything more to do in this room, so let's go ahead and head out. Oh, somebody's here. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Hi, Gumshoe. Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Arrgh, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah! Oh, that's right, I forgot to mention, Francisca is now working with us as we're trying to uncover all this stuff. Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder. Fit my vit. Yeah, friendly. So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How do you know, pal? Well, it was kind of obvious. Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How do you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So, what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh, kind of garden-like garden. Okay. A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out! That sounds like a place we need to be. I'm not telling you. I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Yeah, exactly. Well, see you later. That sounds like we should go in there. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course! What else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Must be something inside there, because there's nothing out here that seems to be tainted. So let's check out the garden. What is going on in here? There's a bunch of lanterns, and it looks like somebody wrote Maya's name upside down on that central one. What in the world? There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? A Von camera will always show up whenever there's a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But alright, well, let's talk to Gumshoe here. So how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of this scientific study? Nothing, scientifically speaking. The place is as clean as a whistle. It doesn't look very clean as a whistle to me. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? Oh yeah, that's another thing that's going on here, is that there's a ring around the ground that's not snow covered. They kind of look fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her, but there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Yeah, we are suspecting that Maya is inside that locked room. Edgeworth? He is escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the Sacred Cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Alright, well, let's take a look around. Here. A little lantern, a little statue. It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh! What is this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. But the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. I think that's a yes. Well, or maybe not. I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Garr! Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Yeah, I'm sure she'll do a good job of waking you up, if you know what I mean. Let's see, is there anything else on this side here? I don't think there is. You have the ground here. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And there's nothing, like, hanging over that would, like, prevent that from not receiving snow. Or prevent that from receiving snow. And it's an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Oh boy, I'm on edge now. Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see. I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it! Garr! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. Yeah, and it's like so perfectly like rectangular. It's just really weird. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? Well, of course. Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you'd ask, it's written in blood. That sounds like a case we took on a long time ago. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Man, she is really intent on getting to the bottom of this. Yes, sir. Okay, does that mean we have a new dialogue option with him? Let's finish this up first. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here in the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. What about this broom? Nothing there? Nope. Okay. Alright, I think that's all we can see, so let's try talking again. Bloody writing. Maya. So these letters are written in blood? Yeah, what's worse is that it's the victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Donim's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. So wait a second. If that's the case, then maybe Miss Donim died here? Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down? I don't really have a clue. You know what, that was really bothering me too. I just came up with the answer, the result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donim wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. So was she hanging upside down? From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Donim's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. So, the obvious question right now is, how did she get from here all the way across the bridge back to the other side where the body was found? Does this have anything to do with Larry seeing somebody flying? What? So Miss Donim was killed here? However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? Wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here... Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix, right? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. Yeah, Phoenix. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before you meet me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Also, Gumshoe, wouldn't that be erasing evidence? Alright. Do we have anything else we can look at here now that we've had that conversation, or is that a... I think that's it. So, in that case, let's go ahead and move out to here. And let's go back here. Nothing new here. What about Heavenly Hall? Nope. Not sure where to go next. I guess we can go back to Sister Bikini. There's so many different places here. Nope. No one in here. No one in the courtyard. Okay, well, do we go back inside the inner temple? I keep switching back. Hang on. This is where I want to go. And then to here. We'll get there, I promise. Alright, inner temple, training hall. Nobody in here still. Okay. I'm just going to look around here one more time. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think we missed anything. Nope. Alright, I'm going to look up what we need to do next. What did we miss? I suspected something in that garden. Maybe we need to present something to one of the people with us. Alright. Wait a minute. Oh, there's something on the ground in the garden. Wait a minute. I guess I missed that. I don't know why I'm turning here when all I need to do is just... stop that. Where is the... No, not that. I just want to go... Here we go, back. For a minute, I forgot what the keys were there. You ever get like that when you just freeze up and you don't remember, like, where everything is? Okay, what did we miss? There it is, right there. You have to mouse over that really specifically. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently, it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise Donim? Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Shrine Master's Talisman added to the court record. Worn by Elise Donim, found in the Garden of the Inner Temple. Shrine Master? What would she be doing with that, I wonder? Sounds rather suspicious. Alright, let's go back out here. Can we talk to Bikini now? Or do we need to go back inside the Inner Temple and make a trek back? Oh! There's something here, apparently. It seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright! Hey, Iris. Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him, we've got to hurry and unlock the Sacred Cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright, let's hurry to the Inner Temple then. I'll see you later, Wright. I wonder what they were talking about. Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright, I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's Maya, Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya's rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix, right? From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us. Act! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix, right? Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. What does she mean by other things? I guess we'll go in here. Hey, there's Bikini. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Yeah, she kinda does. Don't be so rude, Phoenix, right? What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My! Hello, you two! How are you doing? Wah! Wah ha 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 ha! For the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome, crimson-clad prince. Is she talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Act! Oh, Oh, yes. You did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who have said that to me. I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that, but I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those psyche walks of hers. Alright, what was the thing that we need to do? Oh yeah, Listonim. Yeah. Alright, let's try to see if we have enough. Alright, we've got 5, right? Yep. Alright, let's do this. Listonim. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Donim had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author. Just an author of picture books. Yeah, an author of picture books that happens to be called Mystic Elise. To be honest, I had my suspicions of almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Donim's true identity. Are we talking about this here? Miss Donim had this charm with her at all times. Carr, where did you... This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops! This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donim really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Donim's true identity. Is it this? Hang on, I don't know if it would be that. What is the name of that thing? The magic bottle? No. I don't think this is really something that proves her identity. Victim staff, Let's see here. I'm inclined to think it's this. I'm gonna check to make sure, though. Oh, it's not. It is apparently this. Alright. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But the scroll shows the master of the Kurian channeling technique. Okay, I was wondering how we were going to connect that, because it was like... For some reason, I didn't really connect the fact that we had established that that was Elise at this point. But then I just realized that the talisman was what did that, so I hadn't really caught up to that point yet in my head. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. Okay, I definitely did not notice that. That's a good catch. Ah! This crest is reserved for the Master of Kurai. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, Maya Fey, told me. What? What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Fey's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor. Mystic Misty! Oh, wow. Alright, that was not that bad. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Kurian talisman is a symbol of the Master of Kurian. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death? So Elise Donim was really Maya's mother, huh? Did Maya figure that out? She was Misty Faith, the master of the crime channeling technique. Well, we were wondering in the previous game what happened to Misty. So, now we know. Too bad we didn't really get to know her. The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... Uh-oh. What's happening? It can't be. Earthquake! Arrgh! Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The Sacred Cavern's in the training hall. It might very well cave in. What? Maya! Uh-oh. It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand around here and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. Come on then, Phoenix, right? They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. Yeah, Edgeworth. I wonder if he's alright. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. Yeah, of course Phoenix is thinking of Miles. We've got to hurry to the inner temple and... Right. Ah! What are you doing here? Grr. How could I have... How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No. The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? Oh, that's not a good sign. So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. If we haven't seen her, then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the Sacred Cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall Sacred Cavern now. Alright, let's go. Alright. Inner Temple Training Hall. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern hadn't caved in. Well, that's a relief. But... oh no. What we found was something none of us could have ever expected. Wait, what? What? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Oh, hi, Iris. Or should I say, Iris? Eh? Okay, that was terrible. Iris, please tell me, what the hell is going on? To be continued. Alright, we're not stopping there. We're going to continue going here. I think that's my favorite of the save music. Alright, let's continue onward here. Right, is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me. What? We brought you all the way here for that! During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're one to talk with your face all green. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Man, she really is a taskmaster, isn't she? Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Alright. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. Like you're one to talk. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix, right? I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris? No, not at all. Alright. Let's talk to Iris. Why did you make a run for it, Iris? I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the Sacred Cavern was alright, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw these extra locks that someone had put on the Sacred Cavern's door and... Who in the world would do something like this? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Qurine tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them. What does that mean? Does that mean that, like, there's 5 of them that appeared as a result of trying to open one of them? It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. Or that. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. The first one. Yes, that's correct. What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this? Can we at least open that one lock? Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But didn't we establish earlier that if you tried to remove them, like, there could be a trap or something? But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess. A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure, I'll do whatever I can. I've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call in on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix Wright? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Yeah, that is the $64,000 question right there. Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple, it's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's only 3 this time. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Iris, you gotta tell us. Like, I feel like half the things in these games could be avoided if they would just communicate. Alright, well, I don't think we can do much here, so... What happens if we examine this now? This door. When I was here earlier, there was only 1 lock, but now there's 5 of them. Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen locks quite like these before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like these before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psyche lock. I wonder if these locks are guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. I think we heard that earlier. Alright, well, is there anything we can present to Iris? Like this, maybe? No? Okay. Alright, looks like Francisca doesn't want her to answer anything about anything, so... Why don't we go to the garden? Let's all go to the garden. Let's all go to the garden. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Hi, Edgeworth. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Ah! Hey, don't you dare run away. What do you want, right? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on. Laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Ooh, did he discover that she's Dahlia? Is that what's going on? You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance that this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you? Well, it could have been somebody using Maya to channel somebody else. We've certainly had that come up before as a potential option, even though it didn't actually happen. We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya, as well as Iris. It's our job, right? So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. I don't know if I would have said it quite like that, Phoenix. No. Though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when That single gunshot shattered my whole life. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family. It's been more than 17 years ago now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there. But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think. So no more of this self-pity, okay? Alright, what about Iris? There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No. Wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file? Yes. I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before. 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. The woman I know is the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. Can we talk to him about that? Do we have a profile of Dahlia here? With Iris. What happens if we present Iris? Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. Okay, I guess I missed that detail. I think they said it earlier, but I thought the whole thing with her being Dahlia was that she came here like recently to like confess her sins and be reformed or something. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it. That reminds me, Edgeworth went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look up some stuff on her. I should ask him what he's found. Okay, so we already did that. Is there anything else that we can use to connect all this stuff or not? Okay. I think for now, let's move around and we can find some more info. Oh, we got something new here, apparently. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Where is Pearlie anyway? It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Let's go to the shack. Oh, Mr. Nick! Here's Pearl. Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry, this is the loser shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. This is the what? Hey, we found comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Larice did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, Mystic Maya.
Aww. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Hey, I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl, two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. What am I going to do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know?
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
Is it Iris or is it Elise, I wonder? No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Larice...
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. Dude, you're really not helping yourself. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck, and I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take the sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donim's room reading a book together. But Miss Donim was murdered and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Oh no.
I've been a bad girl. That's why I'm being punished.
Punished? Also, why are the locks like that? Normally when they're 5, they're like in a sort of W shape. What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power, it has disappeared.
Uh-oh. What? Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps?
Wah!
Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Wah! Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her psyche walks to get the truth out of her. Alright. Well, I think that's a good place to end for now. So next time, we're going to continue our investigation and hopefully finally crack those last remaining psyche walks. So until then, thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and I will catch you next time. So take care, and I will see you.